Hello, friends. Good morning. Is today Thursday? It is. Tomorrow is Friday. Da 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 da. Dora. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your heartbeats. When you come in, let me know where you're coming from. What are you doing? What are you thinking about doing? Tomorrow is court in the case of Courtney and Brad. Yes. Do we know what time? What time? West Virginia, welcome in. Washington, welcome in. Arizona. What's up, Sarah? Thank you for using your stickers. Florida, welcome in. Thank you, AJ. Welcome in, Indiana. AJ from India. Arkansas, North Dakota. Are you from North Dakota? Are you cold? That's my North Dakota accent. Texas, North Carolina. Oh, thank you for the cake. Thank you. Minnesota. Good morning. Hi, Helen. Hi. Missouri. Florida, North Carolina. What's up? Good morning, my sweet friend Jelly, Jam and Jelly. Thank you for being here. Oh, storm is coming. What's up, Pappy? Good morning. Arizona, California, Illinois. Good morning, Dreamcatcher. Laura. 10 a.m. I'm on it. If we normally go live at 10:30. So let's say 10 a.m. So let's come together at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. I better write that down. Okay. 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll carry it. Are they going to be showing it live? Nada. Oh my goodness, 200 souls in already. Everybody start tapping is clapping, commenting, interacting, sending heart me's, sharing. All of those things, interaction makes it a popular live and helps push it out to the FYP. All of those things help. Thank you for your heart me's. Thank you. Tapping with one and doing your hair. Oh, Hannah has a sonogram this morning. Hi, Tina. Roll call. I did it all up, a Daisy is in the house. 3 videos a day. Why not unlimited? Dora, I see you. See you with your eyes. What are you saying? Oh, you were giving Pappy the eye there. Oh, thank you for the butterfly wings. Who done that? Everything's moving so fast. I thank you so much, whoever sent that. Thank you for the heart puffs and the popular. Gonna be popular. You guys are amazing. Welcome in to my show. I need an intro song by now. I need somebody who can pick a guitar and sing. Oh, Pappy. Pappy, you should record me like a 1 minute or less intro song, like a true crime, like "Ooh, she's gonna find just a." No, I don't know. Don't listen to that, Pappy. No, I'm not a songwriter, I don't guess. Click on heart in the comments. The stickers are back. Like all of the stickers, because I could put some stickers, but not all of them. Stickers. Thank you for using them, Tina. If you guys want to use your stickers, and it also goes to support the platform and what I do here, and I've not talked about this for a long time. We have 167 super fans. I've not pinned it in a while. I have a big goal there. I need to edit it. At one time, I had 275, I'm sure, so that's why I set the goal to 280. I know the price, but I do get benefits from that. You get benefits like using those stickers that you see there. You get fans by your name. You get to access to the Discord where we talk about true crime all day long. You have access to super fan only lives. And also it goes to support this true crime platform, meaning I'm able to continually do this all day, every day, working behind the scenes, having live shows, working on podcasts. I'm trying to do. It's hard to do by yourself. Investigating, traveling, talking to families, giving families a platform, and basically being the milk carton of the United States and possibly world. And so it's important to me, this platform is, and if you can support me, I would be forever grateful, okay? TJ, see, everybody's using their stickers in support. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Yes, you know I love you. You know I love you. Hi. Thank you. It's a butterfly. Spread your wings and prepare to fly. That is the country version. Sugar, hi. Oh my goodness. You guys are just flooding and loving me up with all your stickers. Oh, this is a little me. Thank you for the hat. Yes, and by the way, somebody's in my gift gallery. Going to support me on the platform as well as making sure my gift gallery is completely lit up. Somebody, Gizmo's World, already sent a league ball, okay? And now we have Kate, AKA, who has filled up the hats and the donuts. Michelle, you have the hearts. Hand hearts, corgis, guns, DJs, galaxies, fireworks. Everything you could possibly think of is in the gift gallery available for you to light up, which also goes to support the platform. Tina, you're the new title gifter. Good morning, Sammy. Well, we're all crunching in here. You know it takes about 15, 20 minutes for TikTok to notify folks. And so we have to just sit here and, get to know one another. And let everybody get in here. We now have 300 souls in the room. Keep sharing, keep tapping, sending those hearts. I want to talk to you, and Dee is supposed to be in here maybe. I don't know if she's in here right now, but I want to talk to you about some stuff that's going on. Dora, you're welcome to come on up to the panel if you want to. We have been covering the case of Amanda Henderson from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, who is still missing. Still missing. I need to follow you back. Let me fix the layout here. There we go. Good morning. Can you hear me? D.
Can you hear me? Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So thank you for being, everybody kind of knows what's going on, but I'm going to do a quick recap if you're in here and you don't know who Amanda Henderson is, okay? She went missing on December the 5th, 2025, between 4:15 and 5:30. And she was last captured on security footage leaving her apartment on foot in the area of Denzel Drive in Hopkinsville. As you recall, she went with a friend that was staying with her, and they stayed at someone's apartment or home over the weekend, and then they were gone. The friend was found in New York, and she is in the process of being transported back. But she's not talking. She won't give any clues as to where Amanda is. And so we are pleading with everybody that can get a hold of an agency or something, especially in the Kentucky area, Hopkinsville, West Kentucky area. If you're watching this, to please help us get the word out. I don't believe she's in Hopkinsville still. And this is her sister, Dee. And Dee is really proactive in trying to find her sister. She is upset because there are people on other social media platforms, particularly the Book of Faces, that are trying to take advantage of the situation and cause misinformation to spread. And I wanted to address that and let you know who that is, and not to listen to that person on the Book of Faces. Only get your information straight from the family themselves. The family themselves is the ones who are going to have the truth. Right now, Dee joins me. Amanda is still missing. Good morning, Dee.
Good morning. Yeah, it's been a crazy few days, but definitely yesterday we were harassed by the creator. Her name is I believe it's Clarice or Charisse, but she goes by Pebbles, and she has a Facebook page called Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. And first she everything started out smoothly with her. It was all up until we noticed that she started spreading out wrong information, like that the FBI was involved. The FBI is not involved currently. We're still waiting for them to step in, but we have sent a request out. Um, all of it going down to Amanda's description of as to what she had on. So my mom corrected her and was like, "Hey, you have this information wrong," and my mom gave her the opportunity to correct it, but she didn't. So and then she ended up texting my dad on Book of Faces Messenger, and was like, she's going to be putting Amanda's story out on Roku TV and everything like that. So my mom had texted her from my dad's page and was simply saying like, no, because you have the facts wrong, you don't have the full story, and we've never gave you permission to do any type of television show or anything like that. So we would kindly ask you to, not do that and have a good day. So then she proceeds to try to fact check my mom about what it is that Amanda had on and all this other type of stuff. So my mom was just basically like, how are you going to tell me what my child had on when I seen her on video surveillance?
Right.
Um, Did they find Amanda, or is that a rumor? That is a rumor. Amanda has not been found yet. She is actively missing. She's been missing since December 5th. Her friend Kimera has been found in New York on January 12th. We're not sure how long Kimera has been in New York. We're not sure how she got to New York. She isn't saying anything as to where Amanda is. To her, from what she's telling law enforcement, she hasn't seen or heard from Amanda since Kimera left to go to New York. Amanda, all of us were raised, you leave together, you come back together. So it's we feel that Kimera knows where Amanda is. But there's no uh like set in stone information about that. We have sat down with the chief of police and our lead detective on the case, and they are actively working to get Kimera back to Kentucky so that she can be questioned and everything like that, so we can get closer to finding Amanda. Or if she just just decides to tell where Amanda is, and all of this could be over.
Yeah. Why do you think she won't tell where she is?
I don't know. It's so many thoughts goes through our heads as to why she's not saying anything. Could they have gotten into it and split up? Yeah. Could she have possibly set Amanda up? Yeah. It's like it's so many things, but we just don't have anything hard and concrete to go off of. Everything is literally based off of what Kimira decides to say. Why is it taking so long
Do
to get
you,
back to Kentucky? So the reason why it's taking
right.
so long is because that's not something that the police handle when it goes to extraditing someone from another state. The courts have to do that. The courts have to pretty much come up with the whole plan, and since it's involving a minor, now CPS has to be involved so that a caseworker can ride with police to go get Kamira and everything like that. And then driving to, I'm not sure when they're leaving or if they've already left. But just from driving to Kentucky to New York, that's at least what, like 16 hours or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a drive. So, but I don't have much information on when or they're gonna be bringing her back, but hopefully it's soon.
Do you feel that Amanda is with people who are keeping her harbored?
Um, in a way, but I also feel that Amanda would have been back home already. I do feel that she is possibly embarrassed or ashamed because it's going on for so long from what she was possibly thinking to be like a weekend thing turned into it being over a month, 56 days to be exact. So we're just like hoping and praying that Amanda, comes to herself and just decides to call one of us, whether it be from an anonymous page or whatever. Just let us know, Amanda, and we'll come get you no matter where you are.
You feel like at this point she would have at least tried to reach out to someone. And the other part of that question is, did she have a boyfriend or anybody that she was talking to at the time?
To our knowledge, no, there wasn't a boyfriend involved. Amanda, how do I put this? Teens keep stuff from their parents. My parents
Mm-hmm.
had no problem with Amanda dating or anything like that. But if Amanda felt like if it would have been someone that they wouldn't have approved of, then she wouldn't have said anything.
Right. But definitely nobody across the country somewhere, that would be unlikely that she would be dating someone from afar.
Right.
I want to iterate to everybody to please don't listen to the Pebbles woman. That upset me so much last night because misinformation, if you put out that someone's found when they're not, it causes people to not look. And if people aren't looking, we're not going to find her.
Yeah, because
So,
I can say for myself, once I see that, oh, this child or this person's been found, I share they've been found and I leave it alone. I don't keep digging or anything like that. So people need to just please, if it's not coming from myself, my parents, the group Facebook page that we have for Amanda, And even credible creators like Steph, Dora, Missing in America, Mind of Monsters, Alabama Mama, and the real true crime community. Please don't listen to it.
Hmm. It's unfortunate that people take advantage of the situation and try to put it out there. A lot of people who have Book of Faces don't have TikTok. And so we've probably lost already a chunk of people who need to be looking. Her name
Hmm.
is Amanda Henderson, Connie, and she is from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, which is a hop, skip, and a jump over the state line from Nashville and all that. Did she take her cell phone with her?
No, Amanda was on punishment. So my mom took her phone on Halloween, but Kamara had two phones, and the guardian did give permission for the police to track the phones, the one that would be used if she made a call, like because it'll bounce off the cell towers. But they came up with no leads for that.
Mm. Does she know y'all's number by heart?
She knows my mom's number by heart. Our mom has had this number for a good little minute. Our dad, he kind of changes his number a little frequently, so she might not know his number by heart. But for a fact, our mom, our grandma's had the same number who since I was elementary school. So yeah, those are definitely two numbers that she would know off the back of her hand.
Let me get a picture of her up here.
I'm so sorry, y'all. My pooch is upstairs barking. I had to
I
put him
was
back. He was nibbling at the kids.
I was wondering, I'm thinking somebody is mad. There we go. Okay. Oh me, oh my. I'm nervous here. Do you think anything because they split, according to the friend who has said they split off before they left Kentucky, has she given any indication of where?
Nope, she hasn't said anything, which causes us to, speculate more because why wouldn't you say anything? If this is supposed to be your friend, you and Amanda considered each other to be sisters. Why wouldn't you not want to tell us, where she is?
Right. And because my mind is just clicking, because she went to a homeless shelter up there, I've got a funny feeling that maybe she hitchhiked her way up to New York. And
Possibly.
that's a super dangerous situation. So
Mhm.
and then where did Amanda go? That's my starting point here. I want to know, I always want to, look at the very last place, the very last people, the very last moments, okay? And I don't know, there's no indication. What they need to do is pull the other teen's phone and see if there was communication between them on if they were going to go here to Tom's house and she's going to go over here to Joe's house, you know?
Right. And we don't know. And it's harder because Kamira is from New York. So she has family and she knows people up there. So literally, like, anybody could have Amanda. But it's odd that you check into uh, um a homeless shelter, but Amanda's not with you.
Right. Exactly. Where did she see her last? And I want to put out a public plea to the family of the friend to please, if you had her at any time during New York, you know, let somebody know, because maybe she said something along the way about Amanda, or Amanda is here, or she went there. She's not talking, but let's put a plea out to the people around her who need to talk, even if it's anonymously.
Yeah, we. If you don't want to say who you are, that's fine. Just give us something. We need closure. We want Amanda home. It's that simple. Put yourself in our shoes. If it were you and it was your daughter, your niece, your sister, your cousin, you would want any and everybody to shout from the rooftops with information. So please do the same thing for us.
Even, um, I'm going to ask this. I'm going to ask this because I'm looking at this note. Investigators may believe she had traveled to Oak Grove, Kentucky. Do you know about that?
Yes, Oak Grove is literally like about 15-20 minutes away from Hopkinsville. It's not far at all. We used to, before we moved to Hopkinsville, we lived in Oak Grove.
Okay. So, is that where they went over the weekend?
No, over the weekend they had stayed in Hopkinsville. They were literally uh like not even 5 minutes away driving from my parents' house.
Has anybody, and I understand if there's things that you can't talk about in order for the integrity of the investigation,
Hmm.
but did investigators say anything about um, what happened in Oak Grove? Do they have video? How do they know? And so on?
Oh no. I'm trying to think how can I word it. No, we don't have any video surveillance of Amanda in Oak Grove, but we knew of friends that were in Oak Grove.
Okay. And she visited these friends?
We're not 100% sure. Like there are certain things that the detective didn't disclose to us,
Uh huh.
just to protect everybody, because some people are unhinged, and once they get information they'll go pull up to the house, and so keep
Right.
everything
Exactly.
at peace. We don't want no one to get hurt or anything like that. So there's some things that he's just kept, with him and his team. So that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Has the FBI has this been reported to the FBI? We have requested assistance so far, nothing yet. Apparently, we have to meet more criteria. I'm not sure what criteria they're asking for, but I can ask my dad what is it that they're needing so that we can go ahead and get it done. Did she have an iPad or anything? Because I know she left the beats, but all she left with the beats, but what was it connected to? She doesn't have an iPad. She left her Chromebook at home. Amanda did take her headphones, but I'm not sure what she could have had unless she had one of Kamira's other phones. That's the only thing that I could think of.
Um, I want to hone in on Oak Grove here, and I know we don't know much about it, but the transportation available out of Oak Grove, they do not have a Greyhound, a bus system, a train system, anything like that.
No, it's literally you have to have a car just about anywhere in our area. We do have like a local bus, but it doesn't go to Oak Grove. It stays in Hopkinsville. The furthest it'll go is to the industrial parks, and that's going towards Pembroke, Kentucky. The closest Greyhound is in Clarksville, but that's not the actual station. It's just like when the buses pull up, you get on and get off, like a kind of like a ride share stop
Like a
almost.
hub.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, the closest Greyhound station is in Nashville. Um, but Greyhound and Amtrak just needs to do better as a whole with their identification, because I've
Yeah.
been riding the Greyhound since I was 16 years old. I've never got ID'd once.
Yeah.
I recently started taking the train back and forth to Chicago. I don't get ID'd. I've even traveled with my kids, and although, yeah, I look like an adult, I could be, these could not be my kids, and you still, just letting us on the train. We could be anywhere.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that does need to change. I remember working on the Aubrey Wu case at 15. Took the Greyhound all across the country. Nobody ever ID'd her. Ended up finding her in Georgia with two grown men. But yeah, they need to do a definite when they ID people to get on the airplane. Why not getting on a bus? You can hurt a bus of people just like you can an airplane, and everybody should be ID'd.
Mm-hmm. Kamari. Oh, Kamari. Hold on, Autumn. We'll talk about it later. He just spilled all this cereal on the floor.
Oh man, what did I? He said, "Oh man." Oh my goodness. I miss my being little. I've got a little grandbaby
Hold
now.
on. Hold
Thank
on.
you. Yeah.
It'll be your own kids. Yes, girl.
Mommy, why
Hi,
Kamari
Spicy.
live on your couch?
Because he's a boy.
So cute. Why isn't so the question they have a question, why isn't Kim being interrogated?
New York
Listen,
police did
I don't
talk.
know how can you make her talk? I mean, um, if they don't want to talk, there's nothing to say.
Literally.
You know,
Mom, who going to eat that orange?
It's for
but she
you.
holds the key. She holds the literal key here for the next steps on trying to find Amanda, and I don't understand. Uh, we want to love on her too. She's still a child herself, and we understand that. But it's just kind of oddly to me.
Is Kim incarcerated? We aren't sure if they're holding Kim in a juvenile detention center or if she's been held in a holding cell at one of the Brooklyn police stations. We don't know if they placed her with a foster family or in a group home while all of this is going on. We literally know nothing of Kim's whereabouts, only that she tried to check into a homeless shelter. That's it. Why didn't Amanda have her phone? Because she was on punishment.
Yeah. Um, she's the same age, right? 16?
Yes. Both girls are 16 years old. Kim, I believe she'll be 17 in May, and Amanda will be 17 July 7th.
I wish that I knew what to say. I don't, as far as trying to comfort you, because this is a mess, and you've got somebody on another platform making a bigger mess of it. So we have 489 souls in here right now. And in the perspective of things, that's a little, like a little dot here. But what happens is if you tell, and then you're going to infiltrate the whole United States, and that's the point. We got maybe one or two from each state in here representing. So let's have you tell your friends and have them tell their friends, post it everywhere, because that's it. That's how Winter Wagner was found, because of flyers and awareness. Well, partly she called herself, but and so having said that, I would encourage Amanda to please pick up the phone and call somebody. You're not in trouble. We just want to make sure that you're safe and that you get home safely.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever is helping you does not have your best interest at heart, and we do. We don't. I don't know you. I've never met you, but we love you already, and we want you to come home. And I'm addressing her because Aubrey Wu herself was watching us on TikTok Live, and I've had other cases where they were watching on TikTok Live as this was going on. Do you think that she would contact you first or local authorities?
I feel like it depending on the situation. If it was like a matter of life and unaliving, she would one she would try to get away, and then the first people she would call is the police, and then our mom.
Okay. So I would encourage her to, call 911 right away. She does know phone numbers. She knows. That's why I asked that, because I know like 2 phone numbers out of my 50 contacts on my phone. And she doesn't have her phone, but she does know somebody's phone number.
Yes, she knows our
Why?
grandma's number and she knows our mom's number. Why she hasn't reached out, we honestly don't know. We don't know if she's being held against her will and she doesn't have access to a phone. We don't know if she does have access to a phone and she's ashamed because it's going on for so long. We live in a very small town and the people can be so judgmental and everything. So that could be its own thing within itself.
Mom, I want to prepare something else.
To do a quick recap, if you're just coming in the room, we are talking with Dee, who is the sister of Amanda Henderson, who went missing on December the 5th, 2025, from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, with a friend. The friend, Camara, has been found safely in New York. And so we are on a flight. We are running out of time. Every moment counts. Of course, I'm going to put a copy of this show everywhere also, and I'll re-release the audio in a new podcast episode, and hopefully that will get out. But we can't do it without the help of the public. 500 souls in here. Let's get to 1,000. Let's get 3,000. I don't know how we would do that, but it's possible. And that's just not for me, but just to get Amanda's name out there. That's all I care about right now, is that everybody in every state, in every town, in every state knows that this child is missing.
Right, and then for Hannah, if the phone was taken away because she was in trouble, why was she allowed to leave the house? Okay, so I'm gonna clear something up here. Although Amanda's phone was taken, Amanda still had to go to school. Amanda didn't like taking the bus, so she walked to school. The school walking is probably like 20-30 minutes. So she would take the trail to get to school and everything like that. They left. Well, we know the reason why Kim left. Kim didn't want to be with the guardian. The guardian was on her way to come back and pick her up. And that it was just in that split second they left. No one was at the house when they decided to leave.
Mommy,
Hold on, Autumn, 1 second.
do my teacher buy this for me?
Hold on, Autumn, 1 second, okay?
Do my teacher buy this?
Autumn, 1 second, okay? I will answer your question in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Um, yeah, so we feel like Amanda left just trying to be a good friend and just didn't expect it to get out of hand like this. To our knowledge, yes, Kim was the last person to see her.
That's what it's feeling like to me, is maybe Kim had this sort of plan to try to get back to her family, and maybe Amanda went along to help her. So the problem is we've lost Amanda along the way. And where is she? Where did she go? Is she safe? Does someone have her? Did she hitchhike into the wrong car? I hate to be that way with family here, but in order to find her, we have to understand all possibilities. Spongy, I hope that's the case. I hope she's alive and well, and she's warm and not hungry, and and all of those things. But at this point, we've got to get her back home.
Right. How Kim was found. Kim was found checking into a homeless shelter in Brooklyn, New York. I'm not sure of the name of the homeless shelter or anything like that, but when she gave them her name, that's how they found her.
Excuse me.
Benny says Kim probably got her involved in something they were too young to handle. There's
Possibly.
a bunch of time has passed.
This isn't Kamira's first time doing this with a quote unquote friend that she had. So it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot.
Did Miss A spot this for me?
Listen here, baby.
Yes, Miss H got for you.
Where?
There's a bunch of time that has passed to me
No.
from the time they left Kentucky. She made it to New York, the friend. Where was she at? She had to be somewhere, unless she was on the streets the whole entire time. If she's got family in New York, did she even ever make it there?
Right.
Watch something pretty.
Did Amanda go to New York with her? Did she ride on a bus, ride in a car, to get there? Okay. We have to think about all scenarios.
Yeah.
If something happened nefarious to her, or she went with somebody shady in New York, Kim, the friend, could be scared to talk about that. And that's maybe why reason she might not be talking.
Mm-hmm.
So New York. What homeless shelter? Do you know what city?
It was in Brooklyn, but we're not. I'm not sure of the homeless shelter.
Okay, so if you live in Brooklyn or the area, okay, you're watching this on YouTube or another social media platform, share it. I'm going to include at the end of this video a flyer and information and phone numbers that you can call. Okay, we are the milk cartons. This is so important. It's not about clicks or followers or anything. This is the time everybody needs to come together and use the platforms for good. When you turn on the news, they're going to be talking about the news. They're not going to be talking about Amanda. They might do a segment on Amanda, which we want, but then they're going to go on to other news. There's nothing like it on earth. And I'm going back to before internet even existed, when I was growing up. Like this, okay? Where you can talk to multiple people at once all over the United States in a situation where you're trying to find a child is so important. Because somebody's going to be tuning in somewhere. Everybody needs to know. Hey, did you hear about Amanda? She might be here in Brooklyn. Do you think, I know a place down there. Do you think she, you never know who's watching. I'm hoping you're an hour from Hopkinsville and you share. Thank you, Just Peachy. And that's what we need. Oh, yes. Your local group, Book of Faces groups in your towns, everywhere. She did have 2 phones. I wonder why.
That we don't know. We don't know why Kim had 2 phones. When she came to live with my parents, she had the phones. So those phones were acquired when she was still staying with the guardian.
Do you all have the phone numbers of those phones she had?
One phone was off. It didn't have a number assigned to it. The other number that she had, I don't have that phone number because if ever I needed to get a hold of Kim for whatever reason, she was always with Amanda. So I would call Amanda.
Okay. I was just wondering if they had two phones, if maybe she gave a phone to Amanda and she kept a phone, even if she was able to obtain service on it later. Did
Right, it's
they
possibly
have?
that she did give Amanda one of the phones, but we don't know. And then with VPNs, Autumn. I'm sorry, 1 second. Autumn, Autumn. Oh my God, this girl didn't gave this dog an orange.
I don't want it.
Oh my
You can't get it
goodness!
now. Navi didn't ate it.
I have a 2-year-old granddaughter, and I can envision this happening. Do I have? I will put. I will make a book of face post today, Jess, and you can share that. So just keep refreshing over there on mine. The dog is probably like, "Why am I eating an orange?"
And the dog food is like the bowls is set up right here next to me. So I don't know. I need school to go back in session.
Yeah, I remember those days. Oh my goodness. There's so much going on right now. And I'm trying to hold your family up and continue to speak Amanda's name, because one or two that she's either fine or something nefarious has happened. And I always say we need to bring her home either way. So until we see her, we need to talk about her. I want everybody, with 531 souls in here, let me know what state you're in, just your state. I want to see how much we're representing across the United States right now. If I had a megaphone that could reach everybody, I would surely use it. New York, New York City, Florida, Oklahoma, Michigan, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, Illinois, Virginia, Missouri, Kentucky, North Carolina, California, Indiana, South Carolina, West Virginia, Tennessee, Texas, Maryland, Kentucky, Iowa, upstate New York, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Mississippi. You see that? That is the power we need. We need everybody in every state to yell as loud as you can with this. Print a flyer and take it down to your local police department. Just when you're going into town and you see it, just print the information and walk in there and say, I just want you to be aware of this. Everywhere. Oregon. Everywhere. New Mexico. Look at that. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you. Yes. And everybody do it digitally too. Share it in your local Book of Faces group. West Coast to East Coast. You're right. Oklahoma. Think about December so I'm going to say, let me look at this on the calendar. Let me get the dates right. So anybody around Hopkinsville to Oak Grove around December the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, all of that week, okay, you saw anything suspicious, 2 young females walking by themselves, one getting picked up, one left behind, or both getting into a car. These are the areas. Let me do a radius. I'm going to do a radius here. And hopefully we can reach Oak Grove. Let me pull up a radius map.
U of L, Laura with guardianship, was she in a group home? No. So how we're not sure necessarily how full like how her guardianship is obtained. However, her mom never had custody of Kamira. It was always the dad. The dad I'm not sure at what point when he gave custody to will be now his ex-girlfriend. We're not sure if it was like he wrote a letter, got it notarized, or if it was something that was more legally binding.
Mommy, can my dad?
That, you know, was able to put her as her guardian. But I do want to state that Kamira's guardian, Autumn, I am talking. That's very rude, baby. Hold on, okay?
You need to say excuse me?
Yes, you have to say excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Just give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Kamira's dad is not married to the guardian, the ex-girlfriend or whatever. Yeah, no. She's been putting that out there that they're married, they're not married.
Well, I'm not very good at this, so it's taking me just a second.
Let me guess. They got away again.
Oak Grove is south of Hopkinsville?
It's once you hit Oak Grove, you're literally like not even 5 minutes from state line to get into Clarksville, Tennessee.
Idiots know. Once the hunters turn to Holman gold, it's over for us.
Okay. So I'm going to say if you're in Clarksville, wear it out. Oak Grove, Hopkinsville, Arlington, Princeton,
Madisonville, Paducah, Nortonville, Crofton, Cadies, Bowling Green, Owensboro.
Excuse me, Mommy.
Hold on 1 second, Autumn. Louisville, Lexington, Frankfort. The list goes on and on. Navi outside.
There's someone in here named Ash there. I live in Clarksville and work in Oak Grove. I've been sharing. That's what we need. Come on, folks. Who do you know? Bring in your neighbors from Oak Grove. If they were last seen in Oak Grove, then I want to focus from there out because one, they either both went north, and it's quite a ways to the top of Kentucky. I mean, if I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, if you're going northeast, or it's a hop, skip, and a jump, and you're headed south. So did she go north with her? Did she leave from there? Because if they say before they left Kentucky, could she be saying before she left Kentucky? Because Oak Grove is basically right there at the Kentucky state line.
Kamira said that it was before she herself left for New York. That's when her and Amanda supposedly split.
Sharing in Tazewell, Harrogate, Bell County, Harlan County. Thank you, Everyday Cosmic. I grew up and from Harlan County. Thank you for that. In SS of Chicago, south side of Chicago. Okay, so you guys, you said you moved from Chicago, right?
Yes.
Do you think Amanda knows anybody in Chicago that she could be staying with?
No. Amanda. I can't really say that Amanda grew up in Chicago. I can't really say that my siblings grew up in Chicago because my parents moved out here to Kentucky when Amanda was like 7, 8 years old.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm like the out of my 4 siblings and my parents and stuff. It's me and my parents. Me and my parents, yeah, we're the only ones that's like you can consider born and raised in Chicago. What area of Chicago? So we've lived in Inglewood. We've lived up north in Marshfield Gardens. We've even lived in Gary, Indiana at one point. We lived on the east side of Chicago. We've been literally just about all over except for out west.
I'm wondering. So I'm also going to include anybody who lives along
Oh yes, yeah. We're from
81.
Inglewood, and our dad is like his side of the family is very well known in the Inglewood community.
If you, okay, to the person in here who works in Oak Grove, where do you work? Well, you don't have to tell where, because I mean, like, I guess is what I'm asking is do you work in a place that would have a camera? Can you ask? Even if that first or second week of December, is it in town? Do you know any other business owners that could look at their cameras? Do they still have footage? Did any of the business owners see something crazy? Maybe they came into town and caught a ride there. I don't know. I'm trying anything and everything. Anything, and could there be any of your friends helping her? Uh, I think the family's pretty much answered no, really. It's just very out of character. You work on post, right off post. I can ask, but it would only catch her going into post. It's a shot, Ash. Anything at all.
Getting on to post. Um, in order for you to get on there, you have to have an ID. You have to have a physical hard copy ID. Amanda didn't have well, she had her learner's permit. I never got my learner's permit from Kentucky, so I'm not sure if they give out the paper how Illinois does, or if it's the actual card. But I'm guessing if she did have like the learner's permit and it was a hard copy, then she would be able to get on post. But wouldn't since she's there's a police report on her missing, wouldn't they, like, once they scan it, wouldn't she pop up as missing and they would have detained her if she was trying to get on post?
Yeah, true. Ash says it would pop up, yes. See, I'm not familiar with, I know it's a military area. I'm not really familiar with
Does either of
things.
them have ties to Michigan? I'm not sure about Camara. Before Amanda, no, we don't have no ties to Michigan.
I'm looking at Oak Grove. I'm stuck there because it was mentioned by investigators. So from there is where we need to be focused on. They would have had to go down Thompsonville Lane, Hensley Town.
Yeah, so Thompsonsville Lane, that's one of the ways that's like straight off of Fort Campbell Boulevard to get into the residential side of Oak Grove. And then you have Pembroke Oak Grove Road. That road takes you from directly off the interstate off exit 89. There is a Shell's and a Pilot gas station across the street from each other. If you turn towards those gas stations and you keep straight, those are residential areas. There's also a high road Marathon gas station at the corner of Thompsonsville Lane and Pembroke Oak Grove Road. If you keep going down Pembroke Oak Grove Road, there's a Circle K, and then that's when you hit Tiny Town Road. Tiny Town Road takes you all the way to, you can either get to Peacher's Mill, Trenton, or Needmore Road, and at that point, that's Clarksville. That's how close everything is.
Okay. Shay, your cousin, you say, works at the Pilot in Oak Grove?
Oh, hey
Because,
Cheyenne, I know who that is. Shay Shay.
oh, I was about to say, go ask your boss for video. Listen, it's hard for me. I appreciate police. I'm not saying please no and please thank you for your service, but they're not. They're they're not fast, and time is of the essence here. So I'm hoping they went over to Oak Grove and pulled video. But if I were to put my money down on it, I would say they haven't. So it's got to be up to us. It has to be at this point. We're over. It's almost 2 months. Need to be with someone with military ID to get on. Man,
Oh no, you don't have to have military ID to get on base. All you have to do is have an address. I've been on base multiple times and I'm not military whatsoever.
but why would she run? There's no reason to. She has a wonderful family. I mean, we're thinking like, we're adult thinking here, but it's not like she has an unforgiving, hateful family. No matter what she's done, this family is going to forgive her. I've gotten to know them. They are faith Christian church going folk, and they know forgiveness. They would forgive her. They want her to be safe first and foremost. I just don't feel like even in her mind there would be a reason to run unless she thinks she's going to get in trouble. And
We've stated multiple times, Amanda, you're not in trouble at all. We just want you safe. We want to know why you, like, what made you leave? You were in the middle of cooking dinner, homegirl. It's so, like, you had no intentions on leaving that night.
right, because she would not plan to go somewhere and not even pack a bag.
Right.
She would like secretly pack a bag or something or have clothes or something.
Exactly. Because Amanda cares about her hygiene. She cares about how she looks. So she would have taken her deodorant, some soap, towels, clothes, socks, shoes.
I see the comment. You're right. The friend holds the key, everything, all the information. And it's not like, the investigators told Judy that she wasn't talking.
Yes. Which they told our parents.
Right. So if she has decided to talk since then, they're not going to make an announcement about it, right? But I feel like that they would at least keep parents updated on where they're at looking, what clues they have, that to the best that they could give it, for the integrity of the investigation. And you've just not heard anything.
Haven't heard nothing. It's literally like the same information that we've pretty much started out with. Not gonna lie to you. So yeah. Autumn.
Tammy, I would ask the same question. Look, we need to know where your friend is. Now, maybe they have their own techniques, New York, I guess, but we are nervous over here because time is going by and she's somewhere on the earth. She didn't get beamed up to the universe here. She's on this rock and we need to find her.
And Amanda is a very smart person. My parents taught us survival skills. So we're very knowledgeable and everything like that. Amanda isn't the type to let anybody pull anything over on her. So it's kind of like it's like we don't think like, because there's been people saying or like wondering could she have been sex trafficked or I'm sorry, I don't want to get nobody banned or anything like that, but things of that nature. And us knowing Amanda, she'll do whatever she needs to do to get by, but she's not going to let anybody try to do that to her. I feel like the detective, he's been very hands-on and he's been helpful. His the people that he has, like there's certain officers that go check out stuff. There was this one officer, he was just he was completely rude to us. It was, yeah. But then we have other officers that's been amazing. Even when they see us out in public, they speak and let us know, hey, we're Like, we're still looking, even when we're out just patrolling, we're looking.
Sure, Gally. I'm gonna let's go on the trip. Let's go on the 14-hour trip to New York to where the friend was found, because I find it interesting here that I've mapped this, and it is from Oak Grove, taking you down I-24 into Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here are the towns that I want to be aware. Clarksville, obviously. Nashville, obviously, we've talked about. They would have went down to, let me look at the major. Oh my. It's 14 hours and 33 minutes if you drive it. So it would have taken them 2 days to get up there. I'm going to assume they're together because I don't know where they went apart. If she's talking about we parted ways before we left Kentucky, and she is the one going to New York, before we left Kentucky is Oak Grove. That is before you leave Kentucky. So if they parted ways around Oak Grove or before the Kentucky state line, because if she's going to New York, she's coming down to Tennessee. You know, you have to. You don't have to, but it's a super long way to go the other way. Windmere, Tennessee. Pleasant View, Tennessee. Jolton Heights, Tennessee. Cumberland Heights, Tennessee. Heritage Woods, Tennessee. Gordonsville, Tennessee. Town right in the middle of the interstate. Probably stopped off there. Gordonsville, Tennessee. Second week of December. Look at your cameras. Silver Point, Tennessee. Monterey, Tennessee. Knoxville, Tennessee. She's coming through Knoxville. If she's going to New York, she come through Knoxville. Bristol, Tennessee. Marion, Virginia. Roanoke, Virginia. Harrisonburg, Virginia. Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Allentown, Pennsylvania. That's a big one. I'm going to say Allentown is the last big one before she really gets to her destination coming in there. And I know that's a lot of towns, but we have people in here who are probably close to those towns. Look at there, Bristol here. Print a flyer, take it down, put it where you're coming off the interstate there. You know, I have no idea. It's looking for a needle in a haystack here, right? We've got one tiny human on this big old earth, but you have to follow the clues. Where could they have left from? She said they didn't leave. They parted ways before they left Kentucky. So they left Kentucky. So if they're in Oak Grove and one is going north to New York, they would have traveled together. If one is going south, where did she go south? Who did she connect with? She didn't have a phone. She had to use the friend's phone or somebody's phone. That's okay. That's okay, Vivi. Very, I can't say, honey. Right? Are you guys mapping it with me? If you are going south from Oak Grove, I'm gonna map Fort Worth, Texas. Here's the towns. I'm talking about major towns where someone would stop or have to travel through. Going to Fort Worth, you're going to totally miss Clarksville or Nashville. You're not going that way. New Haven, Tennessee. West Fork Hills specifically. If you live in West Fort Hills, Tennessee, you are important because you are a direct stop off that interstate. If they left Oak Grove, that could be a place that they would have had to. They have to have passed through West Fork Hills. 77 north to go to West Virginia, Pennsylvania to New York. 81 and 77 merge in Virginia. Right. So we got multiple states here. Woodland Park. I'm getting the bigger cities. I'm thinking, where are you going to stop? Dover. Specifically Dover. Probably stopping there. Dover, Tennessee, the interstate runs right through your town. She would be talking. Right. Well, I don't think Kim's parents are in the picture. I'm not sure about that. What if they went east? I know Amtrak is a train. Well, we know one went northeast. The other one, Amanda, I don't think went. I don't know, man. It depends on if you believe the friend or not. Did she go north with the friend, or did she go south of her own accord? So Dee's on a phone call, so she may be back if she can. But let's continue talking about this. Paris. Where's my Paris friends at? Paris, Tennessee friends. I know I've got some. Paris, Tennessee friends. Just Peachy is here. I know several. She would have had to stop go through Paris. We're talking about Highway 79. Highway 79. Print a flyer. Take it down to the interstate exit. We need to cover as many interstate exits as we can. If you live near an interstate exit along these routes, brother says not far from me. Let's keep going. If the interstate goes through your town, that's Henry goes through your town. It's not the interstate, it's Highway 76. And then it turns into 79. It's not interstate though, I don't think. Okay, super important town because there's a back switch here. I mean a switchback, right? Yeah, super important town. McKenzie. Let me make sure I'm still in the state. What state am I in now? McKenzie, Tennessee. McKenzie, Tennessee. Super important. Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee. She's going through Memphis. Now she's getting on the interstate. We're on Interstate 40. Forest City. We're going into Arkansas. Little Rock. Where are my Little Rock, Arkansas friends? Little Rock. Could have went through there. Cato Valley, Texarkana, Oh, aren't we familiar with that? Where are my Texarkana friends? Super important. Goes right through the town. Greenville, Garland, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Where are my Dallas, Texas friends? In the area of Fort Worth, on the way, White Lake Hills, Woodhaven, Harmony Hills. Okay, so I've went along the routes talking about the biggest cities, but if you are a neighboring town and you can get to a gas station or something on the interstate who would put up her flyer, we have 500 souls in here. It's got to be up to us. The investigators, I don't know if it's that they don't know anything or they don't want to tell us what they know. Yes, happy place. What a good idea. Map it again, map it, and look for emails of police stations along the way and email the flyer. That's what I'm thinking, Kimberly. Right. Impasta, I totally understand that. But my goal is to give them more leads, right? My goal is to not to find Amanda and just drive and pick her up, right? To let the authorities know. Listen, we got a tip from da 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 da. And they saw Amanda get out of da 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 over there at da 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 da. Now the police, with all of these extra eyes, have another dot to, okay, now we've tracked her here. Now we can track her here. And hopefully they can track her movements to find her. I don't think so, because it's such a vast area as far as like a search, although I feel like they need to at least do a primitive search in Oak Grove. Yes, Oak Grove. Let me see what's around. I mean, I know it's a military area, but there are obviously areas you can still search. Well, Carrie, I have to agree, and that is why we have to keep doing this. We do. You know, I would have to agree with you. Greenwood, Arkansas. So I want to show you guys this. I want to point this out, okay? This is why we shout out these towns, because the algorithm is going to, oh, I heard Greenwood, Arkansas. So I'm going to put it out on the algorithm. And somebody, oh, this person's from Greenwood. They're needed. I'm going to push them and I'm going to show them Steph's live. Okay? So important. It works this way. I swear. We have a young lady by the name of Amanda Henderson, missing radar girl. That's her photo. She's 16 and could have stopped through your town on her way to Fort Worth, Texas. We are trying to point out these big towns along the route she's missing from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, since December 5th, 2025. And we are trying to find her. She's 16 years old. That's why. Justin, there's my friend Justin. Hi. I know that the layout changed, so it's harder to see the picture. So I'll move her up. No, the friend's not talking, Wendy Mindy, and that's the problem. Here you go. Look at this. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, that's what you need. And you need to keep repeating the cities because that algorithm is going to pull them in. Momzilla, if you can, print this out, print a couple of flyers out if you can. Take them to your local Fort Worth, Texas businesses. There you go. Hot Mess Express lives in Dallas. We need to infiltrate Fort Worth, Texas as much as possible. That's right, Carrie. Take somebody with you. Be safe, especially going if you decide to go to truck stops. 77 route in Virginia to Pennsylvania. Grocery stores, like Jess says, rest areas, bus, train stops, everywhere that will let you hang them, hang one. Let me go back down to Fort Worth. I guess I need to zoom out more. Okay, I got it zoomed in. Close, Diana's close to Little Rock in Arkansas, right next to I-57. We have a truck stop. Diana, if you have time, ma'am, and please do it safely, please take a flyer and see if they will let you hang it. No, I'm mapping. I'm not mapping a train. Actually, can you do that? Can you map a train? I'd like to see that. I'm mapping carways. Mm-hmm. So, the train, that's interesting. There's a transit way, and I guess they're talking about a bus, and it's not giving me that. Okay, let me see. So I'm not seeing. Okay, let me do this. I would say if she got her way to Nashville, which is not far from Oak Grove, right? I'm looking. It would have taken on a bus 14 hours. Carrie, that's interesting. How do you do it? I want to do it. I hear Knoxville. I'm here in Knoxville. We have a VA breeze through Christiansburg, Radford, Blacksford to Roanoke Greyhound, or train to DC. We don't know where she went, Kyla. I'm just trying to put it in my mind scenarios. These are just scenarios. Because if we can guess the kind of route she took, we can help infiltrate the word more in those areas. The only thing from Nashville to Fort Worth is Greyhound. If she got a ride to Nashville, she could have caught the Greyhound from Nashville to Fort Worth. So, if coming the Greyhound way, the Greyhound station is in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. And then there's another bus that will take the Fort Worth, and I think it circles back around to the station. Irving, Irving, I-R-V-I-N-G. I-R-V-I-N-G. Irving, Texas. Algorithm. Irving, Texas. Irving, Texas. Irving, Texas. Welcome back, Dee. I'm about to end the show here in just a few minutes. There's a Greyhound in Clarksville. Irving, Texas. Irving, Texas. Irvine, Texas. Well, it's I-R-V-I-N-G. That's the spelling that I can see. If she went to Nashville and got on a Greyhound and went over to Fort Worth on a Greyhound, only if she would have had to have went through the town of Irving, Irving, Texas. Irving, Texas. I don't think they would have stopped. It would have been just a passing through Greyhound because it's so close. The Fort Worth Central Station, if she took a Greyhound, if she did, this is going to be near a subway off of Jones Street and East 8th Street. Jones Street, Fort Worth, Texas. Look at all of your cameras. No, Dee says they don't check your ID or do nothing. I'm having a hot flash. Going through the change. It is a big place in Hub. It's going to be, that's why it's so hard to say, oh, did you see such and such get off a bus? Yes, all day long, every day. And people are going to be like, they don't pay attention to that now. If they live there and they're used to that. I added one of those menopause fans to my cart and TikTok shop. I just have to check out and get it. You can go to the Greyhound station. They should also have cameras. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't get any flyers from Pebbles. Don't go on the Book of Faces and go over to Pebbles and get flyers. Me too. Knoxville, Heather says, doesn't have a station anymore. They only have a bus stop. Yes, Irving. All right. The next time I'm live is in the morning. Okay. Special time in the morning. Everybody repeat after me because it's going to be a little bit early. 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen, throughout the day, I'm going to be on panels fighting for Amanda. I'm making phone calls. I'm sending text messages fighting for Amanda. This doesn't stop just because the show ends. This is just the beginning of how I how I plan to try to infiltrate every single state in this country about Amanda. Okay, so this fight continues, but we do. Oh my Lord, Becca, 6:45. Got it. The reason we're coming in at 9:45 a.m. in the morning is because Courtney's court is happening at 10, and we want to make sure we're covering that. Okay. So 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dee says when getting a ticket online for Amtrak and Gray, they can use a different name. Okay, because Greyhound, we talked to Dee about this ridiculous security that Greyhound has, not checking IDs and just letting anybody go anywhere and do whatever. Oh yes, Harmony. So everybody, 9:45. We're going to be covering that case, but in between then I want you to fight for Amanda. Go if you can. Get on panels. Keep sharing it. Somebody pass the torch. Somebody go live for Amanda. I'll be on panels. Even if I come up there and I don't say nothing, if I just sit, it brings more people in. So sometimes I'll just sit on a panel to bring people in and maybe not speak, but just listen as I do my other daily things, okay? 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning, special time. Yes, the Facebook group, make sure you find this. Look for Amanda. It is Bring Amanda Henderson Home. That is the name of the group. If you're not in it, go. Facebook has the ability to reach endless boundaries. So please go there and interact with the group on your own social medias, everywhere you can possibly think of. Oh man, I've been watching the all pair trial. I watched it this morning as I got ready, and I'm like, I cannot even believe. First of all, I can't even believe he's on the dang stand. I'm like, what are you thinking? It's just really wild. Okay, make sure you look at the group of men's and make sure Dee and her mom is on there. If they're not on there, you're in the wrong group. That's very important because of people like Pebbles trying to, come in and try to come in and act like she's on an official capacity, and she's not. Just the family is, all right? If you don't see Dee or her parents, please report the page. Thank you. Woo! Make sure you find me on every social media platform. All you have to do is look for the same username and logo. You can find me everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, X, Insta, Epic Studios. If you've not downloaded Epic Studios, go to your app store, download it. I'm on there as well now, in addition to this platform. And Epic Studios is pretty dang cool. So make sure you check it out, okay? I will see everybody bright and early in the morning, 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep talking about Amanda, and also be kind to one another. Thank you. I love you.